Yeah. In London, stand up. Look. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate, we gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get all prepaid. What you I'm on it, break, no side, know about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate, we gotta toast up, celebrate.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Green Bay Packers. Set to go in a rematch of what would come to be known later as the first Super Bowl. The Chiefs and Packers are underway. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Ready.
Love going to throw right away. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw now. Here's Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Love. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. They're going to try and throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Mahomes now on first down. And that is incomplete.
I absolutely like the thought there. Go after them before they really know what hit them, because they took the ball away after the turnover, took their shot, hoping to catch the defense a little bit unsettled. Weren't successful in doing it, but they did let them know that they will be aggressive.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Coleman.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. To the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown.
Well, really a fantastic play, not only to pick that off, but he had to run a long way, Charles, in the direction to hit pay dirt. He did it, and they got the first lead.
And that certainly changes the early tone of this game, doesn't it, partner? One moment, they were going to be in early control. Now they just have a few moments to clear their heads and get back out there against an electrified defense.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Mahomes going to throw.
That's to a former Packer, Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Room to maneuver at the 35.
And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. So 1st and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick-6. Now here's Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
And a powerful stiff arm. It frees him. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
I don't think that's what the defensive coordinator had in mind there. You got him pinned back inside the 5, and then you let him rip off that long run.
You're already anticipating the film session, aren't you?
There's going to be some anger.
Yeah, there's not going to be at the great...
And now off to the races, down the right side.
Finding room at midfield.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Another big gain or 2 in succession as this one goes for 32.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Ready?
Love now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love.
That's going to be caught downfield by Reed.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love.
He'll find DeGuara complete.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crashing over out of bounds. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out, but they've gone on a march since then. And now after that completion there, they've got a 1st and goal.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Jordan Love
scoring on the 2-yard keeper.
And the Packers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Mahomes.
Hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41.
From the 41, here's a 2nd down and 4.
Mahomes now to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On 1st down, Mahomes.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
A handoff now for Pacheco.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the first down, Chiefs.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Mahomes going to change things up.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down.
That'll be caught. It's Tony.
25 yards that time.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown.
Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick-6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick-6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Yellow, yellow. 15.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes.
A pass complete downfield. It's Valdez-Scantling. Boy, 30 more yards and another 1st down.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Being chased out left. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Hey, 43, 15. Yellow.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick-6. And I think were they in nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick-6.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that makes the score 28-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something.
It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Kadarius Toney, 70 yards. And the Chiefs are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now.
Makes the score Packers 28, Chiefs 7.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
Nixon now from his end zone.
And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They go play action. Now Mahomes.
Throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard. Maybe a touch less. Valdez-Scantling in motion left.
Here's Mahomes to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50%. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
They'll run for it with Pacheco.
And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10.
Ready.
Love looking to throw it.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Love, they go play action now. Sliding out of the pocket. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
3rd and 2. Love with it.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
In motion right is Tony.
The tight end, Kelsey. He's across midfield. Look at the big fella go. Inside the 20. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Off the option, that's complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Richie James taking it in. And the Chiefs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Tershawn Wharton
in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
Ready?
Love now.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. How about this? Racing to the end zone.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So that potentially a turning point here this 3rd quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense, delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Butker on for the PAT. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Nixon now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
Love back to it here after the pick six. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On play action. Love to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the...
Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
To pass, here's Jordan Love.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And this is caught. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Christian Watson.
64 yards.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
Open man right side is Tony.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now it's Mahomes again. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Then 2nd down.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Play action this time with Love. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he's going to go for it all.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Jayden Reed,
52 yards.
And the Packers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Yellow.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it.
Travis Kelce
on the move past the 40.
And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. And the Packers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 58 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. And complete once again to Watson. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
That's good for a Green Bay Packer. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On the counter, here's Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down.
Let's go now. White. Ready?
Throwing. Love. Catch made by Watson on the out route. Touchdown! Christian Watson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect 2nd half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the 2nd half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try to hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Attack! Hey, 43.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long.
1st down, Chiefs.
Mahomes now to throw.
They'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's Mahomes to throw. James has got it, complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Kansas City.
Mahomes going to throw.
Connection made on the out route to Valdes-Scantling.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
It's a gain of 20. And the first down, Chiefs.
Mahomes to throw once more. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. And now they're in the hurry-up. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's James. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Richie James, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chiefs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Down to 21.
Chiefs 28.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
Nixon now from his end zone.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Now he's free to midfield. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Yellow, yellow.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. 33 yards that time. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Throwing now is Mahomes. And it'll be intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him.
And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Intercepted. The Packers take over at 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
Got it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That'll be caught right side by Reed. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Charles, a lot